Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be trying out puffy paint recipes. If you want to see which one works best, stay tuned. Before we begin, I wanted to mention the bottles that I use in this video. I got these from Walmart, but if you don't have bottles, that is just fine. Put your puffy paint into a Ziploc bag, trim the corner, and then squeeze it out just as you would a piping bag. So the first recipe that I tried is the most popular. It is equal parts glue and shaving cream. I found that the easiest way to transfer the puffy paint into the bottle was to first put it into a Ziploc bag, trim a corner off, and then squeeze it into the bottle. Now for the test. My initial reaction was that it was really easy to squeeze out. It looked good and I was pretty impressed. Next up, I tried using the glitter glue mixed with the shaving foam. I did equal parts of both. My initial reaction to this one was that it was thicker than the previous one, so I wondered if it would dry more puffy. If you notice me struggling with the bottle here, it's really not because of the puffy paint recipe, it's because I didn't really have much in the bottle. Next up, I wanted to try the glitter glue on its own. It looked thick to me, so I wanted to see if it would dry puffy. This next recipe is equal parts flour, salt, and water. Start out with the flour and the salt and mix them both together. Next, add the food coloring to the water. Then add the water in small increments, stirring in between each time. What I liked about this recipe was that it didn't require glue like all the other recipes, and it's items that you probably already have in your home anyways. The next recipe I tried calls for glue, shaving cream, and flour. It is really important to do them in the proper order. I started out with the shaving cream, then I added the glue, and then last I added the flour a little bit at a time. This recipe called for 3/4 cups of shaving cream, 1/4 cup of glue, and 1/4 cup of flour. At this point, I felt like it was getting way too thick, but I did want to continue to follow the recipe as it was written. As you can see, it actually did turn out way too thick. It was very hard to squeeze out. The last recipe that I tried had a lot of potential, so I wanted to try it again one more time, but this time I was going to use less flour. So instead of using 1/4 cup of flour, I only ended up using 2 tablespoons of flour, and I felt like that was the perfect consistency. When all the paint had been added, I left it overnight to dry. And here are the results. Honestly, it was pretty surprising to me. I thought that the top recipe would have done better because it is the most popular. However, purple is the clear winner here. But I also like the green recipe as well. I thought because it doesn't contain glue, I would definitely use the Cinepinch, and it performed well as well. Well, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Bye!